excited to be finally filming this video. I need to go grab the actual book that I'm going to be talking about today. Okay, so today classes is in its session for my creative people. If you are watching this and you are a creative or would like to figure out more, explore more of your creativity in general, this is for you. And if you are in the journey currently or debating whether to start your artist way journey or not, this is also a video for you. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I officially completed the artist way in on April 12th, I believe. No, actually like April 14th. And I started it or this found me, might I add, late January. Okay, so and I could probably go into my first entry and kind of tell you guys from there. But yeah, my January 20th was the first day that I started my journey with the artist way. This book has changed my life in so many ways, and I know it's corny because everybody that I'm sure you can go on YouTube and find thousands of videos about people, or just social media period, about people, you know, talking about the artist way. And I'm so happy that I finally get to talk about this, because honestly I didn't know if I'm a finisher for sure. Like, I'm a person that starts things and finishes them because I love holding myself accountable, and I feel like accountability just makes you feel like that bitch, because it's like, wow, I started something and I finished it. So I feel like when it comes to that, I definitely held myself accountable. And throughout this video I'm gonna talk about like the different ways or tips to get through the artist way, because a lot of people start but do not finish, and a lot of people are afraid or kind of don't take the initiative because they're afraid of what it's going to entail. So I'm here as somebody that finished it, and to kind of give you some tips along the way, because again, this is a very life-changing process, and you have to be ready to be confrontational with the deepest depths of your soul. And yeah, that sounds intense, but we're gonna get into it. So first and foremost, this book found me because I went to one of my best friends. She hosts events, and one of she actually is in charge of resilient events, and so they host this resilient tea event every year, and usually at the beginning of the year. And so I got the opportunity to go, and then one of the ladies that I was chatting with after like the event, she told me about this, and she was like, hey, like, have you heard of the artist way? I had never heard about it before, and I was kind of like, tell me more, you know. And then she told me that Doechii, the rap artist, she did the artist way. And then later on I found out that J. Cole also did the artist way, and I love J. Cole. I'm a huge J. Cole fan, if you didn't know. But so that kind of like solidified it for me. I was like, yeah, like I need to tap in, because as a creative, like, you know, I've been going through a lot, and I really just kind of want to get to the bottom of it, you know what I'm saying? So again, this book, it's a guide, and itself, like, how many chapters is it? I mean, it's a 12-week program total. So wherever you start, 12 weeks out from there, that's when the program will end. And every single chapter will have you dig deeper, whether it's your identity, whether it's why you want to be a creative, whether it's your insecurities as a creative, whether is your deep wounds from like your childhood, or people that have put you down in your life. Like, it goes there, you guys. And that is the biggest thing, that if you're an introspective person, you will absolutely thrive, and you will absolutely love this book and everything, and the program in general. Because honestly, like, I finished the artist way feeling like, first of all, it was like a relief, because you guys, if you don't know, part of the program is you have to sign a whole contract when you start it. So that's another reason why you got to stay accountable throughout the whole thing, because you're signing a contract. And then on top of it, you have to write 3 pages every single day. And I know that sounds like nothing, but handwritten 3 pages every single day is not for the weak, because again, we have lives, we have things going on, and so again, this asks a lot of discipline for you. So if you're not a disciplined person, I really don't recommend this program, because you're not going to get the best out of it. But if you're somebody that can hold yourself accountable, these are called the morning pages. Again, also I'd like to add, you can use whatever notebook. It doesn't have to do your morning pages. It doesn't have to be like the legitimate one from the program. However, I got this one at Barnes & Noble, and it was just like the pack, and I was like, oh, this is clutch, because it just brings the matching notebook. And again, you have to be accountable. Every single morning you have to write your 3 pages, and you have to read the chapter. The chapters are not crazy to get through, but once you get through the chapters, then there's self-reflection tasks that you have to do at the end. And then you also, at the end of the week, because it's 7 days, at the end of the week, you have to do a check-in, and you have to basically like talk about all of the things that you realized for the week. Like, it's a lot of like reflection and a lot of introspectiveness, okay? But it's for the better. It's for the better, you guys. And if you really lean into it, and you really, you feel me, lock in and do said 3 pages every single day, you will thank yourself for it. As a creative, one of the biggest things that I will say, actually, I wanted to, before I forget, I don't want to forget saying this. Out of all of the chapters, you guys, the biggest one for me that really like actually made me cry, I'm not afraid to admit, was week 6. Recovering a sense of abundance, because that one talks about, you know, like your struggles growing up financially, and just like any difficulties, like your relationship to money, all these different things. And it's like, it really like hit home for me, because again, like, I don't come from the most lucrative background. I'm very grateful for my background either way, like where I grew up, my parents, everything. Like, I'm grateful for my life, period. But you know, it does hit some points that you're kind of like, damn, this is crazy how it really affects you. So like I said, there's that. And then additionally, the biggest thing that I feel like I can take away from this experience is, we are all going to die, so just create. And also, like, I know that sounds crazy, but like, we are all going to die, so like, it doesn't matter. Like, you really have to, like, there's so many blockages, and you will, if you do the program, you will understand that there is so many blockages out there in the world that will literally make you feel like you are not worthy and you cannot do this, and basically, like, the world we live in wants to strip you of your creativity, and so for some people, most people, it does strip you of your creativity. That's why we have a lot of humans that, you know, go around the world saying that they're not creative, and that this, that, and the third, when in reality, like, we're here to create, you guys. We're here to create. So yeah, I hope that this gives you a good synopsis of what the artist way entails. And I hope that whoever's watching this, if you know, look into, I'll leave the link down below as well. I know they sell it on Amazon, and then obviously like Barnes & Noble online, but I would highly encourage this program for anybody that is just a creative and like trying to unlock different levels of their creativity. And the other thing that I will say is, like what I was saying earlier, we're all gonna die. So ultimately, it's like, it really doesn't matter. Like, if I get 5 views on this YouTube video, I don't care. Like, that's really where I'm at with it, because I just am so passionate about what I do. And I think that, like, ultimately, that's all that matters. Like, we think about so much about the validation and society and like, oh, getting the clicks and getting the views, but at the end of the day, it's just like staying true to yourself and creating is really the biggest currency of all. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, want to share it, go ahead and share it, and I will see y'all in my next video.